I'm Celeste.
I'm Graham.
And I'm Travis.
And today we're with Evermind, questioning the status quo. Today we're going to be touching on what personal status quo is, how it works in your life, how it doesn't work in your life, and maybe what to start doing about it. I know status quo as an individual is something I do regularly, no matter what, in any area, with anything that's a status quo. I guess to break it down a little bit more, though, it would be maybe something I haven't quite thought of that I continue to do all the time. Make sense?
Like a programmed conditioned response.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it would be. As a society, I think status quo is a lot of things. It's something that you do with, I think, something I said before was like driving
Conditioned
on a,
responses.
yeah.
The conditioned responses is probably a good way of saying status quo.
Yeah. So as an example, what's good about the status quo and what's important to challenge? Why is it important to challenge it too?
If you don't challenge it, everything stays the same. Which, I mean, on the one hand, could be a good thing if you are where you want to be. If you're not where you want to be, everything remaining the same is kind of more or less a death sentence. And if you're not living, you're dying. If you feel like you're stuck where you are, and you feel like you're not living where you are, then there's your death sentence. So that's when it becomes important to challenge the status quo. To change your own world for the better.
So for me, my status quo is non-conformity. Like I don't want to conform to anything that I don't feel helps me be an individual.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, it's both.
Yeah, me too.
It's both. But it's a good thing for me at the end of the day.
Okay.
So it makes me feel more like I'm living my way of life, not somebody else's. But with that comes a sacrifice also of not climbing the ladder, I guess.
Yeah.
It's easy on yourself.
Yeah, it's easier to just conform and follow. It's a lot harder to be non-conformist.
So, for instance, for somebody maybe who's watching, how would you suggest they begin to question their status quo? Or even notice what it is, or kind of figure out what is it that I do that is not benefiting me? Like, how do they question it?
I think they need to dissect their decision making. Are they making a decision out of self-confidence or fear? If you make a decision out of self-confidence, going into the unknown is not a challenge. Because you know how you're going to perform in the unknown.
So for you, with that example, self-confidence versus fear,
Right.
How do you know when you're making a decision out of self-confidence? Let's go with just that one. Is it a feeling you get? Is it a thought you have? Is it what do you...
It doesn't change my reaction. So, for instance, I could have begged and pleaded for my job, but I told him basically, hey, I was looking for a job and I found this one. So I know I'll be employed by Wednesday at the latest.
Okay.
Because I know what I have to do to make that happen.
Right.
If I was scared to lose my job, what am I going to do next? Oh my God, I can't do this. Then I would have been down there crying, pissing and moaning and begging and begging and begging and still locked into a situation that wasn't advantageous.
So for you, it seems like either one is both a feeling that you have followed by actions and behaviors and thoughts.
Yeah, if you feel scared to do something, you should push yourself past that fear and figure out why you feel scared. And then evaluate whether the fear is real or illusionary.
Okay.
So if you don't have the self-confidence to go into the job market and apply for whatever you can find, then you need to do that. You need to figure out and push yourself to go do that. You can apply for shit that you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
So asking yourself questions like, what would give me more self-confidence?
Right.
When do I feel more self-confidence?
Or
What activities have I done in the past that I feel good with?
yeah, I mean, I don't know if I ask myself what would give you more self-confidence. I just know what I have. I think you can understand as a if you understand your feelings, what fear feels like. You know, it can be debilitating. So if you're making decisions out of the fear, you're never ever gonna reach your potential.
I agree. So I guess then that takes me though to, for those who aren't like you, right? Because you know exactly what you need to do. And I personally am making an assumption, but I feel like a lot of that comes from your past having been the way that it was.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
it's like, I just gotta get it done. Whereas somebody else might have not had the same past, so it's easier for them to be in fear because they haven't been through the shit you've been through, right?
Yeah.
Or you, or whatever, you know?
That's why the struggle is essential. by the way.
So that's why struggle is essential?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I could
that's
not
a
agree
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Could not
So-
agree more.
So the
Gives
more
you an
struggle,
idea
I
who
hate,
you are.
yeah, I hate to say this, but the more struggle you invite in your life, the better off you're gonna be.
I agree.
At some point,
I totally agree.
the more you deal with and encounter and confront down the road, the better off you're gonna be.
Well, to me, that just brings up flow stuff for me, flow states, you know? There's the 4 stages of flow. It's like Flow Genome Project is struggle, release, flow, and recovery. If you don't have struggle, you can't get to the really good sweet spot. You
Nope.
can't. Because your brain has to learn how to rewire some things.
And most
in order to
people,
get there.
They're afraid of it.
yeah, intimidated, afraid.
Way too intimidated, they're way too afraid. And then as a result, they never get to feel that challenge, to go through that
Okay,
struggle.
so let's
Therefore,
go
they
with that,
don't
though.
know what they're made of.
Because with struggle for me, if I get into struggle, you both know this, I get really upset, or get really afraid, and then really upset, and then all kinds of other stuff.
I never noticed.
Never.
Yeah, that's funny.
You were saying.
All right, well, good. I mean, hey,
Doing better than you thought. huh?
yeah, doing a great job.
So what I always try to encourage people to do is to get rid of certain words in your vocabulary. What if, can't, maybe. Those are your 3, I call them illusionary words.
But for me, what I agree with that, but I think for me, what is nice, at least, even though it's not always maybe nice for you guys, is having people like you guys in my life when I have this struggle. Because even though like you and I may go at it a little bit, or a lot, eventually, you know, something will sink in, or it'll help me realize that I need to, like, you know, talk to some other friends or other people who can be good mirrors for me, or that can provide me with, hey, okay, this is what you appear to be doing, this is one perspective, what if you did this? Or why don't you try this tool or this resource or this whatever? I think when people don't have, people maybe like me, who don't have outside perspectives helping them out, I can stay in the fear. It's easier for me to stay in the fear.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why you gotta change your vocabulary. Because once you quit saying certain words, then your mind's gonna rewire itself to opportunity.
Problem solving.
Problem solving. If you say I can't, you just told your whole body and your whole mind and your whole nervous system that you're not gonna do it.
It
So you just
shuts
fucking
down.
shuts down. Oh, I can't do that. Or what if this happens? Well, how the fuck would you know if it's gonna happen or not? Until you're face to face with the situation. So that projected idea of what's gonna happen is nonsense. Thank you guys for taking time out of your days to watch our show. We appreciate it. Sometime this week, figure out what one of your smallest fears are, dissect it, figure it out, and start taking action to conquer that fear. Leave your comments below on how that's working out for you, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks again.
Hi, I'm Celeste. Good, let's try and take 2.
You second? I think you're second. Right. Yes. Seriously.
Good job. Yeah, that was good.
It's your name. Just remember your name. I'm Graham. Got it. Got it? You know your name?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Celeste.
And I'm Graham.
And I'm Travis.
That was natural, right?
That was good. That was
I got
He's a superstar. You can't expect
Take
him.
3 on the name. Ready? Your name. It's your name. Just say it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Hi, I'm Celeste.
Your name.
your name. She did say to say
Your name.
Oh my god. This only has so much battery life.
Okay, go.
Oh my god. You're fucking 4. Both of you. The exact
4 and a
same
half.
age.
Yeah.
That's what a 4-year-old would say.
All right, you're Celeste.
He's Graham.
Yeah, you're Travis. That was pretty good.